Dave here with Limitless Brave. For the past 16 years, I've been mentoring men to help them shift their mindsets so they can shift their world. Helping them with their dating lives, their marriages, divorces, their careers and businesses, as well as living an awesome lifestyle. And of course, everybody's favorite, making more money. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Today is the day of thanks, the day of gratitude. Hope you're with friends, family, loved ones, and that you guys have a great meal today and find something that you're grateful for and thankful for. And I'm headed to the gym. I'm going to do a workout this morning so that I can feel a lot less guilty when I eat all this food later today. And I just wanted to say that a lot of the things that I'm thankful for they're very simple things, but they make my life what it is. You know, first and foremost, that's definitely my family. And of course, my clients. You know, I love you guys. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do without you. I wouldn't be traveling and meeting amazing men all over the world and coaching them and mentoring them and getting them to where they want to be if you guys didn't put your trust and your faith in me. And I really appreciate that, because the work that I do is not very easy work for a lot of people. A lot of trauma-based work, a lot of work that requires an extreme amount of vulnerability on the client's part. A lot of very intimate, personal, painful details about their lives are revealed. And that's what it takes to shift your mindset. That's what it takes to release the traumas, the bad memories, to get the reframes in your mind. That's what it takes to start leveling up to being the man that you want to be. Now, not everybody that I work with has deep-seated traumas. A lot of guys I work with are just normal guys that, you know, really haven't had a masculine role model in their life and haven't been given all the tools they need as a man to succeed. And, you know, that's where I come in. That's where I help guys. And I've been very fortunate growing up in a hyper-masculine culture, my whole boyhood into my teenage years and, you know, a little bit into my adulthood. But still now, like, all the men that I hang out with, they're all super masculine dudes and, you know, tick a lot of boxes when it comes to what's required to be a really masculine guy. And it's awesome. So I love coaching you guys, helping you out, getting you more dates, getting you a better sex life, helping you with your career, managing your teams and your business, making more money, working on your money mindset. You know, of course, helping guys with their health endeavors, plugged into some really great people that can help you with your health. So, this is what I love to do, and I'm very grateful that I get to do it. Very grateful that I get to travel all over the world and meet men all over the world and like I said, help them out. It's definitely something that is really, really cool. It gives me so many different perspectives on men around the world and what their struggles are, which most of the struggles are pretty much the same across the board. Doesn't matter if I'm in Australia or South America or North America or Europe. Or, you know, even in the Middle East. You know, the struggles are all the same for most guys. And that's another thing. I've done videos on that. Don't feel like your problem's unique to you, because I promise you there are other men out there struggling with the exact same version of your problem, usually worse than what you're dealing with. And getting into the workshops and meeting other men is awesome for your mindset. It's awesome for a solid community of men to hang out with that are working on the same things, fixing themselves, getting themselves better, climbing to that next level, making the more money, being a more rock solid dude. And that's what I love to do, is help guys do that. So very, very grateful for all my clients, all the travel, all the very unique work I get to do, unlocking all of your guys' potential and digging deep into some of the psychological stuff, the trauma stuff. It's not always fun for the client. It's not always fun for me, that's for sure, because I'm holding that space for you guys to go through that pain, so I feel everything you guys feel. And it's pretty brutal work sometimes, but at the end of the day, getting you guys that change, helping you level up, is the only thing that I care about. And that's the thing with a lot of my mentorship, is it's very practical, very results oriented. Very rarely do we get into the abstract with energetics and embodiment and all that stuff very deeply, just because a lot of guys just aren't ready for that kind of work. It confuses a lot of guys. Guys use it as a crutch to disassociate from the original problem they came in to work on. So try to keep that to a minimum until I feel like the guys are ready to go down the more abstract path. Because at the end of the day, guys, you're coming to receive mentorship to get you a result that you don't have in your life. And that's the only thing I care about, is getting you guys those results that you're coming to me to get mentorship on, so that you can actually get those results that you want in your life. It's not about teaching you more abstract theory or tips and tricks and like weird goofy shit that goes on in the dating world. It's not about that, guys. It's about getting you what you need in a way that you understand it, and getting you across the finish line with those goals that you want. And then once you get consistent in achieving those goals that you're looking to achieve, where you can make that repetitive and can take that goal achievement mindset into other areas of your life, well, that's where the fun begins. That's where we can get into the esoteric, the woo-woo, the abstract, the theory, the very subtle feeling and embodiment work. That's when you're ready, because you now have the thing that you want, the goal. You've achieved it. You feel satiated, and you're ready to understand on a deeper level, on an energetic level, how this stuff works, and how you can start using more abstract theories and concepts to, first of all, make things happen for yourself, but second, it takes less toll on your nervous system because you're not stressed out all the time. And that's another big thing that I can do for guys, is de-stress guys through a lot of the work that I do, the model work, the therapeutic work. It's very common for men to de-age, what appears to be 10 plus years after completing workshops with me, because what we've done is de-stressed their nervous system over time. And, I say over time, like a couple days. And their face looks younger, because so many of us hold stress in our face. We hold it through our whole body, but it really shows up in our face. And you look younger. Most men are upwards of 10 years younger looking when they complete a workshop. Now, that's not everybody, but a lot of people. And so that's another really fun thing, is the de-aging factor, which is really just relieving the stress from the body. A lot of guys are just looking for permission to relieve that stress. They're looking for permission to say the thing that really pains them and that they hide away from the world. And that's what I do, is get into all that stuff so that you can let go of all the ramped up nervous system stress that is really affecting you in a negative way. So grateful to do all this work. Some people don't understand how I'm able to do the work that I do, just because of the toll that it takes, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love doing this work. It's super fun, and I love seeing you guys change. I love seeing you guys crush your goals, whether it's dating, whether it's your relationship, your business, your career, going and taking that first trip around the world, whatever it may be that you're looking to do. And of course, all my clients, everybody wants to make more money for the most part. And so when I get those texts, like I just got one the other day that says, hey, my financial reality is shifting faster than I could ever imagine. And he did the work. You know, he took my advice, he implemented it, and he got the result. In the story. And so many guys seek out mentorship from all types of people, but very rarely do they implement that work. And with me, you're going to implement it because I've presented in such a way that you can't not implement it, and that's why you get the result that you do. So yeah, that's why I love what I do, and that's why I love hanging out with you guys. The world needs more men now more than ever. And I'm happy to be a part of that and be creating more solid guys around the world. And yeah, so it's a real brotherhood that's developing. Solid community of masculine guys that, you know, are getting things done. You know, there's not a single one of us as a human being is perfect. We're always going to have things to work on, but you can get a lot done in a very short amount of time. You know, a lot of guys ask, how long is it going to take me to change? Well, it depends on you and your attachment to what you're holding on to. Some guys can literally change in a couple days, change the entire course of their trajectory in life in a couple days. But to get a really unbelievable shift to where you're never reverting back to who you were, you're on a whole new trajectory in life, a whole new human being, a different man that people don't recognize. That's a good year of work because it takes a long time for the nervous system to constantly recorrect and you catch all of your games that you play with yourself. That's another thing I do, tons of shadow work. I show you the games and how they web out into every other part of your life. And yeah, so the shadow work is very intense work and very eye-opening, very frustrating. It's very, very infuriating sometimes for a lot of guys because they don't want to believe the games that they're playing right in front of themselves, and they don't believe their own manipulation, but I show it to them, and you can't deny it. So it's definitely nice, and they get some huge results out of that. But yeah, to shift into a whole new human being, I say a year, meaning, you know, if you came and worked with me for a year, took every single workshop that I offered that year, you would be so incredibly changed by the end of the year that, again, people wouldn't even really recognize who you were because you'd shift so much. So those shifts are what it's all about, and it's what I love to do. And I appreciate every single one of you guys that come and work with me. I appreciate being there for you in some of the most difficult moments that you're going through, and getting you on the other side of that. So I'm definitely not afraid to get into the mix with you guys and work through some of the most horrific shit you've experienced and get you through it, get you to the other side. And of course, you know, I work with a lot of veterans as well, and love you guys and everything that you do. And yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.